Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, welcome back to the channel here. And we are about to get underway with episode number three of Card Sharks here. Glad to see some of our regulars in the audience here watching. Welcome in. Yes, I have to apologize for not having a show last week on the account of my computer decided to quit working and my hard drive deciding to fail after a Windows update. So, yeah, after about 4 days without it and about $400 later, it's running great, just like when I had it before. So, we're back. We're a little behind on production. So, again, if you see a week without videos, it's only because I didn't have time to get them all edited in time to get production up, but we should still be on pace as of for now. But we're ready to get in to another episode of Card Sharks. So again, I'd like to thank you all again for your continued support and watching. And special shout out tonight goes out to Mr. Alex Justice for tonight's opening poem. And again, a reminder: if you'd like to hear your poem on the show, if it's one that I like, because I get to be picky. I pick out the good ones. Leave it in the comment section below if you're watching this on demand, or if you're watching in the live chat, I'll try to watch them back and get more poems for y'all. But now, without further ado, I say we get on with the show. Here we go.
Oh, by the way, can we get rid of the Discord live audience?
Nope. You guys are gonna have to watch the stream. I'm kidding. No, it's like this is where I think I have everything under control, folks, and I miss one little thing. They let me know about it.
Well, I was about to say, welcome to the radio version of Card Sharks.
You could play this over radio. It is very well could be a thing, but we'll see that now.
Yeah.
But
You still gotta see the cards.
not necessarily. Not if I'm telling you what they are. But again, that's another debate for now. Let's get on with the game. Here we go. Sevens and eights aren't so great, but an ace or two will decide your fate on Card Sharks. And now here's your host, the star of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. Thank you all so much. Welcome into another edition of Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could be here with us once again. Our favorite game of high and low is back, and we have our contestants here ready to battle it out to see who's going to get onto the money cards for a chance at over $32,000 in cash. So without further ado, let's meet our contestants, starting with a returning champion here on Card Sharks, whose one game all cash winning so far is $2,000. Please welcome back Scott Seffy McFay.
Hello.
Welcome back, Seffy.
I'm doing good so far today, Brandon. How you doing?
I am doing better now that we've got the show back on the air, and I'm feeling a lot better about it. What have you done? What have you been up to since we last saw you a couple weeks ago?
Well, not a huge amount of things. Just still working at my hardware store there. Preparing for later this week when my dear sister actually turns 50, and that's going to prove that she's no longer a young woman.
I understand that. You better call her a young woman to her face if you know what's good for you.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, we make fun of each other all the time, so this is nothing.
Understandable. All right. So let's see. You missed out on you had a good game of the money cards last time up until that big bet. It's kind of just ruined your opportunity for happening. But you ready to see if you can't get another chance to get back to the money cards tonight?
Let's see what happens.
Well, you'll definitely have a challenge ahead of you playing against you in our first half of our game here. Coming to us by the way, the great state of Minnesota, where they drink their nice pops instead of sodas. It's Nell Snesrud. Nels, welcome to Card Shark, sir. Well, Nels.
Nels.
I think his mic cut out on him again. It happened. Seamus, could you please fix that wire already?
Certainly, sir.
I told you not to use that wireless one there. Nels, you there? There he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go.
I'm here. Sorry about that.
Here, I'm gonna say hold this. Hold this mic while we change out your wireless one for just a moment, and tell the folks at home a little bit about you.
I'm originally from Minneapolis, but I currently reside in Golden Valley, Minnesota. I'm a cashier at Target. In my spare time, I like to bowl, and I bowled a 268. No, 258 last time.
Okay. And what's your
average?
Yeah, what's your average now that you've been bowling?
160 right now.
160. Wow, that's better than me. Believe it or not, I actually went bowling for the first time in like a couple of years, like this past week. I actually finished with I finished with a 132, which I wasn't mad at, considering I'm terrible at bowling. But I was like, hey, it's a start. I managed to string together 5 spares. I just could not get a strike to save my life. I'd always leave one pin standing. It's annoying when that happens, you know?
Yeah, very, very much so.
But anyway, you ready to play our game?
Yes, I am.
I hope you are. Let's get right to it. Let's play some Card Sharks, guys. As you know, the name of the game is to work your way across your board trying to call if the next card is going to be higher or lower than the previous card showing there. If you manage to get all the way across the board, you'll win a game and pick up $500. You win both games, and that gives you the right to go on to the money cards for a chance at $32,000.
All right.
All right, and as always, in our first round, our champion gets the right to start with this first question, and it goes to you, Sephi. We asked 100 Star Wars fans. Actually, sorry, not Star Wars fans. In case we just asked 100 people on the street. We asked them, "Is Baby Yoda more adorable than an actual baby?" How many of those 100 people said that Baby Yoda was in fact more adorable than an actual real-life baby?
Well, knowing that he was a very popular character a couple years back, and he still technically is, I think that's actually a decent-sized number. I'm going to say 60.
I'm going to say 60 out of 100 of them said that the Baby Yoda is more adorable than an actual baby. Nels, higher or lower than 60?
I'm going to say a little bit higher than that.
I'm going to say even higher than that. All right. Well, if the answer is higher, of course, Nels, you'll play your cards first. If not, Sephi, you'll be playing your cards. The actual number of people who believe that Baby Yoda is actually more adorable than a real-life baby is 41. It is not higher.
Wow. Oh, my.
Wow.
Surprisingly, more people think actual babies are cuter than Baby Yoda. At least there's still hope for humanity yet at this point. All right. All right, Sephi, with that quick answer, you get control of your cards first. Let's take a look. Let's start to look at your base card. It's a 3.
Oh, I like that card. Let's go higher.
All right, keep it in. Going higher than a 3. It's a 6.
Okay, that's doable. I'm going to keep going higher.
Going on higher than the 6. Oh no, it's a 2.
Ooh.
You lose those 3 cards there, or 2 cards there, and now you get a free chance to play your base card of a 2.
Oh.
Higher, please.
Going on higher than 2. It's an 8 up the middle.
Let's go lower.
Risking it on, lower than the 8. Oh no, it's a 10 there. All right, no actual progress made on that question there, and we'll simply go on to question number 2 now, which this one goes to you, Nels. Okay. Nels, we asked 100 TSA agents, have you ever confiscated something you found in a wig? How many of 100 TSA agents said they have, in fact, confiscated something they have found in a wig?
I want to say that's a low number. I'm going to say like 10.
You're going to say 10 of them have.
10.
All right.
I feel it's a low number.
All right, Seffi, higher or lower than 10?
Okay, here's a little fun fact. For about 2 months, I actually trained to become a TSA agent. Didn't really work out too well. And believe it or not, even though the small airport I worked at, we had almost nothing to be claimed like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a little higher than 10.
See, a little higher than that. Well, let's see. The actual number of TSA agents who, in fact, did have to confiscate something they found in a wig is 53. It's much higher.
Wow.
Over half. Yeah, I'm like, my
I
question
don't
is,
believe it.
my question is, what are people trying to sneak onto planes in their wigs that
Yeah.
TSA agents are having to confiscate? I know it's like pocket knives and something, but what can you fit under a wig? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I want to know too.
Anyway, that's just me. That's another question for another time. Seffi, we're back over to you with a 3.
I've got to keep that 3, and I'm going to try once again higher.
All right, going on higher than a 3. It's a 5.
Okay. I have a good feeling it's not going to be too many little cards now. Higher again.
On risking it again, higher than a 5. Oh no, it's a 4. You lose those 2 cards. Now's another chance for you to play off of your 2.
Let's go higher.
I'm on higher than a 2. It's a king.
Let's go lower, please.
Lower than a king. It's a 9.
Now let's freeze that 9.
Got a freeze there, taking the 2-card advantage over Seffi here as we go on to question number 3. This one goes back to you, Seffi.
All right.
Seffi, we asked 100 married women, are you married to the first person you made love to? How many of those 100 married women said they are married to the first person they made love to?
Oh, that's going to be an interesting question for the simple fact that we got a combination of women who actually sleep around but still get married, and then the big ladies who actually save themselves for marriage, so they are married, so they basically do marry the first person they sleep with. I'm going to go, I hate to do this, Nels, for you, right at the middle, 50.
Say 50 of them have slept,
Wow.
are married to the
Thanks,
first person
Seffi.
they've made love to. All right, Nails, higher or lower than 50?
You dirty dog.
I know I am.
I'm gonna say higher.
I'm going to say higher than that.
Yeah.
All right, we shall see. The actual number
Yeah.
of women who are married to the first person they made love to is 22. It is not higher.
Oh,
And you, Steffi?
Yep, only.
That's how it goes.
I was going to say, apparently, yes. I know for a fact I'm not married to the first person I made love to. No,
Oh, yeah.
she was a crush in high. Actually, she was a crush in middle school that I had. But again, she ended up moving away to like Alaska somewhere and never saw her
Oh.
again.
All
This
right.
was long before the days of social media and the internet was as popular as it was. So again, another story for another time. But for now, let's see. You said higher now, so Seffi, you've got control of the cards again. You still
Right.
got that 3.
I'm still keeping it. I'm still going higher.
All right, third time's got to be the charm, right? Let's see.
That's
Higher
what
than
I'm hoping for.
higher than a 3. Oh no, it's another 3.
on.
Wow, rough break.
Isn't this a great game?
Oh, it's always a fantastic game here on Card Sharks. Nails, you get a
Um,
free chance with your 9.
Yeah, thanks, Steffi. Let's go higher.
All right, skin it higher than the 9 against the odds. Oh no, it's a 7 there. You lose that one there. And we have come to our 4th and final question of this first round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. And now this question goes to you.
Okay.
We asked 100 therapists, are you currently seeing a therapist yourself? How many of those 100 therapists say yes, they are currently seeing a therapist themselves?
I'm going to have to return the favor, Steffi. 50, right in the middle.
Oh, y'all love doing the 50s against one another here. All right.
Hey, he started it.
Yeah, but I have a sneaking suspicion had he not started it, you would have. But again, that's just
Well-
me from hanging out with y'all as long as I have. Seffi, higher or lower than 50?
You're right.
Gosh. Well, considering that some therapists have heard some real rompers that might affect their own lives, but I don't think it's that high. Lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, for all important control of the cards on this one, the actual number of therapists who are currently seeing a therapist themselves is 38, it is lower.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, even the people who help us with our problems sometimes have problems on their own that they can't necessarily work with. And let's just say, and I'm a firm believer of therapy, as I've had it myself growing up as a child. But again, another story for another time here. Seffi, you've got control of the cards, and the option is yours, sir. You've got a 3. You got to sweep the board in order to win the round. Nels has a 9. He can't change it. He needs 2 cards. What do you want to do?
I'm going to have to pass it to Nels.
Gee,
All
what
right.
a great friend you are, Steffi.
Well,
You would have done the same thing. I know you would have.
all right. Well, Nels, you got a 9. You need 2 cards. You got to call them both right. You win the first game of the match. Otherwise, it goes to Seffi.
Let's go lower. Let's go with the odds this time.
All right, going on. Lower than a 9. It's a 4
Let's go higher, please.
for the first game of the match. Higher than a 4. It's a 9. He's done it.
It was real good.
Well done, sir. $500
Thank you.
for you for the win there. You're up 1 game to nothing now. All right, let's clear those cards off. Deal the next cards off the top of the deck. And we'll go straight into game number 2 here. We start with the challenger first this time on this one. So now this first question is for
Okay.
you. We asked 100 men in their 40s, and we asked them, can you do 20 push-ups in a row? How many of those 100 men in their 40s said they can do 20 push-ups in a row?
I'm going to say that's a very middle to the... I'm going to say like 62 of them.
All right, 62 of them said they could do 20 push-ups in a row. Seffi, higher or lower than 62?
When I turned 40 years old, I knew I couldn't do it. So I'm going to lower.
You go lower than that. Wait,
Hey.
hold on. No, Seamus, not that lower. The sign lower. There we go. Yeah. Nevertheless. All right, we move on. The actual number of men in their 40s who said they can do 20 push-ups in a row is 72. It is not It is not lower. It's higher.
Wow.
I know I just turned 40, but I've never really had great upper body strength for myself. So let's say I'm doing good if I get 5. I know for a fact
same
I
here.
cannot do 20. All right, Nels. Yeah, most of my strength I have is in my back and my lower extremities at this point. But all right, Nels, you've got control of the cards first. Let's take a look at your base card for the game 2 here. It's a king.
Perfect. Let's go lower than the king, please.
All right, lower than that king. Oh no, it's an ace.
Oh, dear.
Well-
Only
crap.
card that could have hurt you there. That means Seffi, you got a free play. Your base card, a 3.
I'm sensing deja vu, but I'm going higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 5.
Higher.
Well, higher than a 5. Oh no, a 2 there. Yeah, these are some nasty cards to say the least today. Good gravy.
I feel bad for you, Steffi. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad for both of you having to play it with these cards as they are. But again, thus how it is dealt out. And we move on here to question number 2. This one is for you, Seffi. Seffi, we asked 100 lifeguards. Has someone ever pretended to drown in order to meet you? How many of those 100 lifeguards said someone has pretended to drown in order to meet them?
Well, considering that this actually does happen, because I've seen this, all the time. Sometimes I've seen this, but very rarely. I'm going to say it's definitely not a high number at all. I'm going to go 20.
How many?
20.
20. Okay, 20 of them have said they've had someone pretend to drown just so they can meet them. Nels, higher or lower than 20?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be at least. I'm gonna say higher. I'm gonna say higher for the back.
Higher than that. We'll see.
Yeah.
The actual number of lifeguards that said someone has pretended to drown to actually meet them is 48. It is a little higher. I mean, I know there's awkward ways to try getting to meet someone for the first time because you're a little gun shy is one thing, but pretending to drown, that's a whole different ball game right there, to say the least. All right.
Yeah.
Nels, you've got control. You've got that king.
Let's go lower than the king, please.
Lower than a king. Oh no, it's another king. Pairs do not play on this one
great.
here. And Sephi, free chance with your 3.
Oh, 5th time's a charm. Let's hope. Higher.
All right, once again, higher than the 3. Oh no! What's going on? Oh, the shuffler is evil today. It is very, very much evil.
Gosh.
Wow. Okay. All right, we'll move on now. Question number 3 for this round. This one goes back to you, Nels.
Yep.
All right, Nels. This survey is reported by from 2019 by one poll. What percentage of Americans said they would be zombie eaters? Again, as reported in a 2019 poll by one poll, what percentage of Americans said they would be zombie eaters? Yes, zombie eaters.
Yeah, great.
Okay, they would eat zombies. Okay.
Yes, they would eat. They would eat zombies if they had to survive.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say 45.
45 of them say that 45% of Americans said that they would be zombie eaters.
Yeah.
Sephi, higher or lower than 45?
I don't think it's going to even be that high, though, because with zombies, you're going to have rotten meat, flesh here anyway. Lower.
I say lower than that. All right. I'm dead curious to see what the answer to this one is myself. The actual percentage of Americans who said they were zombie eaters in 2019 by a poll from one poll is 88%. So we're talking almost 9 out of 10 people would eat zombies if they had the opportunity. Wow. Okay. That's one of those things that I'm like, I question.
Yeah.
Me too,
Lord. Okay.
I'm gonna say I don't have the proper words to explain the confusion that is in my brain right now from that.
Yeah, I can't either.
All right. So now as you've got control of the cards, you've got that king.
Let's try it to be lower this time, please.
Let's see. Surely God can't have another king or an ace, right? Lower than a king. It's a 6. There we go.
Let's go higher this time.
All right, it's going higher than a 6. It's a 10.
I'm going to freeze it right there.
Gonna freeze right there. The 2-card advantage as we go to our 4th and final question again of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. The question goes to you, Sephi. Sephi, we asked 100 men, have you ever cried on a first date? How many of those 100 men said yes, they have in fact cried on a first date?
First date? Oh my gosh. Divo.
50, right up the middle again. Nels, higher or lower than 50?
I see how this is going to go. I want to say higher.
You're going to say higher than that?
Yeah.
All right, for all important control of the cards, the actual number of men who in fact have cried on a first date is 12. It is not higher.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stephanie, I dare you to play it.
Well, I feel like I'm in deja vu all over again here. Sephi, you've got the option, sir. You've got a 3. You need 4 cards to play, to catch up and tie the match. Nels has a 10. He needs 2 cards to win the game in the match. So the option is yours. Would you want to play it or pass?
Yeah. Knowing how my luck has been for the past round and a half here, Nels, it's once again yours, and I have a feeling you're going to become the new champ.
All right, we shall see what happens. Nels, you've got the card. You can't change the 10 because you didn't win the question. You need both of these. If you win, you get the game in the match. You're going to the money cards. If not, Sephi ties it up. Call it from the 10.
Yeah, I'm going to go against the odds. I'm going to say higher.
Against the odds here, higher than a 10. It's a queen.
Lower, please.
For the game of the match to become the new champion, lower than a queen. It's a 4. He's done it.
You deserve
Good
it.
game, guys. Good game.
Again, now.
Well done. Congratulations, Nels. You are a new champion. You've got $1,000. And you're headed over to the money cards here in just a moment. Steffi, what can we say? You had a valiant effort, sir, coming in. Did you have a good time with us?
I had a fun time, but I'll tell you right now. Whoever shuffled my cards, please fire them. Please. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to say, I don't know if I could fire them, but, like I said, the cards are randomly shuffled every match here, so it's hard to say who's going to come out on top here, but you're definitely not going home empty-handed, sir. You picked up $2,000 last time as our champion, and that'll be your season total so far as we go in. So once again, give it up for Scott Seffy McFay, y'all.
Know this, folks. I will be back.
All right, and with that said, Nels, you've got yourself $1,000 so far. Let's go see if you can add another $32,000 to it by playing the money cards. Come on over.
Okay. Woo! Okay.
All right, Nels, money cards time is here. Here's what you got to do. Of course, we start you off at the bottom row with $200. You're going to work your way across those three cards, making minimum bets of $50 until you get up to the second row, where we'll give you additional $400 and 3 more cards. You bet your way across those, and then you'll move up to the big bet. There, you must bet at least half your money. Now, to help you out, if you get stuck with bad cards or just want to make a change, you can change 1 card on each level with one of the 3 extra cards that we deal out on the side of the board to you. If you can do a perfect double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to win $32,000 in cash.
No pressure, right?
Yeah, easy, right? Simple.
Yeah, easy.
Right.
All right, you just got to get some. You just got to get the luck of the cards behind you, and hopefully this is the way it's done. But you ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, good luck to you. Let's deal out those cards. Give Nels $200, please. There it is. All right, and let's take a look at your opening base card for the game. It's a 6.
I'm going to change it with number 2.
Changing it with number 2 instead of a 6. You'll start the game with an ace.
Everything lower.
Betting it all. $200 lower than an ace. It's a 3. Doubled up $400.
Let's go all of it higher.
Betting again, all of it higher than a 3. It's another ace. $800.
All of it lower, please.
Betting it all for a perfect run through the bottom cards. Lower than an ace. It's an 8. You got it. $1,600. We're going to move that 8 up to the next row. Give you another $400 there. You've got $2,000 and the midway card.
Yeah, that's going away. I'm going to change it with number 3, please.
Change it with card number 3. All right. Instead of the 8, we'll then instead find a 10. All right. $2,000 and a 10.
Let's go 500 lower.
All right. Betting $500. Lower than a 10. Oh, no, it's another 10. All right. It's no push. No win, no loss there. You got $2,000 and a 10. Same bet?
Same bet, 500 lower.
Same bet again. Another $500 lower than a 10. It's a 9. There you go. $2,500.
Let's go 500 lower this time.
Same bet again. $500 lower than the 9. It's another 9. All right. So the push again. You still have $2,500 there. We move up that 9 to the big bet square. Do you want it?
Change it with number 1, please.
All right. Very important change here. Your big bet card is now a 7. All right, you have $2,500. You must bet at least $1,250 on this.
Let's do $1,250 higher.
All right. For $3,750, if this card is higher than a 7, it's a king. He's got it.
Okay.
Wow. Congratulations.
Nicely done, sir. $3,750 added to what you had prior gives you now a one-game total of $4,750. Very nice, Nels. And we are going to pause for the cause and take ourselves our first commercial break of the day. When we come back, Nels is going to have another opponent, and we've got more fun on the way here on Card Shark. So please stay with us, y'all. welcome back here to Card Sharks, our second game of this episode here. Nails has picked up himself a nice chunk of change, $4,750 so far, and now he's getting ready to take on his next opponent. So let's meet him, coming to us by the great state of, I believe it is Iowa. No, it's not Iowa. It is
No, it's
Indiana.
It's the opposite.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's the other side of Illinois. It's Indiana. Please welcome in John Bergman, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
See, I'm out of practice of doing a lot of introductions because I haven't been able to do much announcing as of late. So it's like I'm working on getting it back slowly.
Do not worry about that. Completely understand. Been there, done that. Got the home game. So
right, I need a copy of that home game, but that's a whole different subject I need to ask you about later. But welcome in to Card Sharks, John. Tell the good folks at home more about yourself. They might want to know.
Well, basically, I am a retired cashier for a nationally known grocery store, and in my time, I love game shows and 60s and 70s, 50s to the 80s rock and roll. I'm a big Beatles fan, and I'm planning to try and take the world over.
So how are you planning on doing that? If I may ask for like at least one detail, so I know where I need to protect.
Well, for one thing, we need all the people to listen to Beatles music. So I think that's one thing to bring the world together. Maybe, of course, we got to have Motown as well and soul.
See, now you're speaking to a man of my heart. I grew up with Motown music. Parents played the radio all the time.
Beautiful music.
Smokey Robinson, The Temptations, all sorts of good stuff back then.
Four Tops, and then you got on the other side, Aretha Franklin. Oh my God, we can talk for hours.
Yes, we could, but again, we would never get to the game. So let's save that. Exactly. Let's save that energy for a great conversation for another time. But let's get to our game. You ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right, and Nels, our champion. You ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Let's play some Card Sharks, gentlemen. All right. Round one here. We start with our champion, Nels. This first question goes to you, sir. Nels, we asked 100 social media influencers. We asked them, have you ever posted a picture of themselves on a hike when they were really just posing in their backyard? How many of those 100 social media influencers said they have posted a picture of themselves on a hike when they were really just posing in their backyard?
I'm going to say that's a middle number. I'm going to say like 55.
55 out of 100 of them said they... the audience seems to agree with you on that. John, higher or lower than 55?
Well, we live in a world where it's easy to make people that it's real. I don't know it'll be that much. I'm going to say lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, let's see.
Yes.
The actual number of social media influencers who have posted a picture of themselves on a hike when they were really actually just in their own backyard is 66. It is actually much higher.
What? Wow.
Yep. 2 out of every 3 of them lying to you. Go on, get out in nature, touch grass. Like, get out of your backyard first is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Nels, you've got control of the cards first, sir. Let's take a look at your opening base card.
I bet I guess
it's a 6.
Let's change that 6, please.
You won the question. You have the right to change it. That 6 goes away, and instead we find an 8 up the middle.
Oh.
Well, this is karma. I'm going to say lower, please.
I'm going to say lower than that, and lower than 8. It's a 4.
Let's go higher than the 4, please.
Go on higher than that 4. It's a 6.
Just freeze it right there.
All right, keeping John away from his cards, so taking a 3-card advantage as we go to question number 2. This one is for you, John. John, we asked 100 elementary school kids, hey, do you think that Big Bird is actually the biggest bird? How many of those 100 elementary school kids said, yes, Big Bird is the biggest bird?
Oh, wow. Well, I don't think they may not know the other bigger birds because of what they see, but I'm going to say 54.
54 of them said that they thought Big Bird was the biggest bird. Nels, higher or lower than 54?
I'm gonna say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. The actual number of elementary school kids that believed that Big Bird, in fact, was the biggest bird is 82 of them. It is not lower, it's higher.
What?
Yeah, I guess must have asked the kindergartners. They thought that Big Bird's the actual real life living biggest bird on the planet. And it's actually an ostrich. But all right, John, you've got control of the cards. Let's take a look at your opening base card this time. An ace.
Oh, beautiful card. Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's an 8 up the middle.
Freeze.
And a freeze right there, keeping Nels a free chance away from his cards. We go on to question number 3 now. Nels, this one is for you.
Okay.
Nels, we asked 100 grandmothers, has the word fart ever made you chuckle? How many of those 100 grandmas, not including Kitty Bergman, said that the word fart makes them chuckle?
Fart is a beautiful thing, Grandma.
Grandma, now's not the time.
I want to say I want to say like 67.
67 of them said that the word fart has made them chuckle at one point in time. John, higher or lower than 67?
I think grandmas I know they kind of get jokes really faster, but I'm gonna say higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. All right, let's see. The actual number of grandmothers that says the word fart does in fact make them chuckle is 43. It is not higher. I don't care when you say the word fart is funny.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's just me. All right, Nels, you've got control of the card. You have that 6. What would you want to do?
Yeah, I had the 6. Let's change it.
Oh, correction. Sorry. He had the 6, and instead now he's got a king.
Oh.
Beautiful. Lower, please.
Lower than a king. It's a queen.
Lower, please, for the game.
First game of the match at $500. Lower than a queen. It's a 10. He's got it.
Nice, Nels.
Thank you, Bergman.
Nicely done, sir. That's game 1 to you. $500 now, up to $5,250, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, so clear the board, clear the cards, and we go on to game number 2, where John's going to try to play a little catch-up here. And we start round 2 with the challenger. And, John, this question for you.
All right.
John, as reported on by Cleaning Business Today, what percentage of Americans have done chores in the nude? Again, as reported on by Cleaning Business Today, what percentage of American men have done chores in the nude?
I'll tell you, it makes laundry a lot more fun, doesn't it?
It does. Talk about a spin cycle.
Amen. You know something? I've so many jokes, but I won't go into it. Believe it or not, I don't think it's going to be a high number, but I'm going to say 44.
44% of American men have in fact done chores in the nude. Nels, higher or lower?
I want to say lower. I don't know why, but I want to say lower.
Now, I said you can answer this if you like, or you could plead the 5th. It's up to y'all. Have either one of you done chores in the nude before?
I have.
Absolutely not.
Okay, fair enough. Both very honest men.
Yeah, yes, I have.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. The more you know here on the show. That's
Yes,
that's just the way it is. All right, the actual percentage of American men who have in fact done chores in the nude is 24%. It is lower.
Okay.
So it's only 1 out of every 4, which seems average to me at this point.
Yeah.
All right, Nails, you've got control of the cards. Let's take a look at starting your opening base card this time. It's a jack.
Beautiful. Lower than the jack, please.
Going on lower than that jack. It's a 9.
I'm more risky. I'm going to go lower than the 9.
Keep your control lower than the 9. Oh, no, it's an ace there. It's going to cause you to lose those 2 cards. John, free chance to play your base card of a 3.
Okay. A bit higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 4.
Oh, wow. Higher.
Going on higher than a 4. Oh, no, another 3.
Wow.
All right, knocking both those questions out the way here, and we go on to question number 2. This one is for you, Nels.
Yep.
Nels, we asked 100 personal trainers, do you have a better butt than most people? How many of those 100 personal trainers said they, in fact, do have a better butt than most people?
I'm going to say 69 of them.
69 of them say they have better butt than most people. John, higher or lower than 69?
Okay, and these are like, trainers or people who go to the gym or?
Yeah, we personal trainers. So these are people that help people work out in the gym. Mm-hmm.
God, they're bad. Well, I think, to be honest with you, with personal trainers, they do have a little ego in them. So I'm going to say higher.
Let's say higher than that. Well, I know that, first off, Mark Leota somewhere is very happy about your choice of answer there, Nels.
Yeah.
And secondly, the actual number of personal trainers that believe they do, in fact, have a better butt than most people is 85. It is much higher. John, I think you were spot on with that analysis there of them having a slightly bigger ego than most there. So,
right.
Well done for you. And that, you have control of the cards with your 3.
Okay, I'm going to keep that 3 higher.
Going on higher than the 3. It's a 10.
Lower.
Going on lower than the 10. Oh, no, a king. Cost you those 2 cards there. Nell, free chance to play off your jack.
Lower, please. Sorry.
Sorry, lower than the jack. It's a 6.
Let's go higher.
Well, higher than a 6. Oh, no, it's a 5. Cost you those 2 cards there. Nobody makes any progress here. We go to question number 3. This one's back to you, John.
Okay.
John, we asked 100 dog owners. We asked them, is it okay to toss your dog's poop in your neighbor's trash can? How many of those 100 dog owners said it was, in fact, okay to toss their dog's poop into their neighbor's trash can?
Oh, but personally, I think it's going to be a lower number because they're they're on the edge of making people mad. So I'm going to say 18.
18 out of 100 of them said it is okay to toss your dog's poop into your neighbor's trash can. Nell's higher or lower than 18?
I'm torn. So I'm going to say, oh gosh, let's go lower.
I'm going to say even lower than that.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see.
I was torn. So
why were you torn over this?
because I think I just don't know. I don't have any dogs, so I wouldn't know. So
Well, I understand. I mean, you're kind of like trespassing in a sense. So
yeah,
to a degree. We shall see. The actual number of dog owners that says it is okay, in fact, to put your dog's poop into your neighbor's trash can is 21. It's actually slightly higher.
wow.
John almost spot on with the answer there. Well done, sir. And with that, you've got control of the cards and that 3 again.
Okay, but I'm going to keep that 3 higher.
Come on, higher than the 3 this time. It's a queen.
Oh, yes, lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 6. What do you say, John?
Sorry about that. I'm going to freeze.
Got a freeze right there. Okay. Needing 2 cards to go. Nell's still stuck on his base card. And this is our 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Nell's, the question goes to you.
Okay.
All right. This comes to us from our friends at the Hollywood Reporter. They reported They asked, what percent of women say that their favorite genre of movie is rom-com or romantic comedy? Again, as according to the Hollywood Reporter, what percentage of women say that their favorite movie genre is romantic comedy?
I think it's a middle to the high number. I'm going to say 75.
75 of them say that rom-coms, in fact, are their favorite genre of music. John, higher or lower than 75?
I think he might. I think Nels is on the right track, however, but I think it's lower, a little bit lower.
You say lower than that. We shall see. For all important control of the cards, the actual percentage of women who say that their favorite genre of movie is a romantic comedy is 7%. It is much lower.
Wow,
That seems like a cultural shift, maybe from a newer generation that may not watch as many romantic comedies before. I'm not sure. At least that's just how I feel about it. But all right, John, you've got all port control here, so you have the option, sir. You have a 6. You could play your cards and change it if you'd like, needing 2 cards. Nails has a jack. He needs all 4. What do you want to do?
Can I buy a vowel? No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
which one?
Wrong show. E, please.
Sorry, there are no E's.
I know this sounds mean, but I have to play on with strategy. Nels, it's yours.
All right, Nails, you
Okay,
got to play it.
I would have done the same thing, but yeah.
I'll say Nails this much. If you need all 4 cards, if you could sweep it, not only will you get the game and the match, you get the $1,000 bonus for sweeping the board. So good luck.
Ooh.
Call it from the jack.
Let's go lower than the jack, please.
Go on, lower than the jack. It's a 2.
Okay, let's go higher than the 2, please.
Go on, higher than a 2. Oh, no, it's another 2, and John ties it up. Look at that. Well done, John. Good strategy by you. We've tied up the match. You got $500. That means we go straight into our tiebreaker now. 3 cards here. Only 1 question this time to determine who will play their cards in this one. Nels, the tiebreaker question, of course, goes to you, sir.
Okay.
Nels, we asked 100 kindergartners. We asked 100 kindergartners, if you could get stuck in a store, which store would you rather be stuck in? A toy store or a candy store? How many of those 100 kindergartners said they'd rather be stuck inside a toy store instead of a candy store?
So what? Kindergartens, right?
Yes, we asked 100 kindergartners. If they could be stuck inside a store, which store would it be? Either a candy store or a toy store. How many of those 100 kindergartners said they'd rather be stuck inside a toy store instead of a candy store?
Kindergartens don't know the things about candy, so I think that's a high number for the. I'm gonna say like 70. 70 of them.
All right, 70 of them said they'd rather be stuck inside a toy store instead of a candy store. All right, John, higher or lower than 70?
You know something? I think it's going to be higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. For the important control of the cards, the actual number of kindergartners who said they'd rather be stuck inside of a toy store instead of a candy store is 63. It's just slightly lower.
Oh!
All right,
I
Nels.
missed it by 7. Holy
yeah,
crap.
you're very close. Good guess for you, sir. All right, and that means the cards go to you. We're going to here's how it works, Nels. I'm going to show you each your base cards. Then you'll have the option if you want to play it or pass. We'll start first by showing John's base card. He's got a 7. Your base card, also a 7.
Oh.
You know what? I could change it, but I'm going to let my buddy John play.
All right, John, you've got it, sir. You need to call both cards correctly. If you do, you're the new champion and you're headed to the money cards. If not, Nels is getting another trip back there. So call it from the 7.
All right, here we go now, but I'm going to say higher.
Going on higher than a 7. Oh, no, it's a 2, and Nels, you are still the champion. Congratulations.
Good game.
Another $500 for you, Nels, brings you up to $5,750. You're headed to the money cards here in just a minute. John Bergman, you played a fantastic game, sir. You are not leaving here empty-handed by any means here. You've got $500 courtesy of us here at Card Sharks, and we say thank you so much for playing. Did you have a good time?
I had a fantastic time. Congratulations, Nels. Hit it big with the money cards.
I won't try.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Give it up for John Bergman, y'all, one time.
Thank you.
Wow.
And Nels, you managed to do it, sir. Hold on for another $1,000 for this game. Grand total $5,750. And now let's see if we can actually turn it around and add some more money as we play the money cards. Come on over.
Okay.
All right, you know how this works, so we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. Just remember that $32,000 is on the line here for you. It's your second chance for the money cards. So let's deal them out and give them $200, please. All right, and let's take a look at your base card to start. It's a 9.
And change it with number 1, please.
Change it with number 1 instead. Instead of a 9, you'll start with a 4.
Let's go 100 higher.
All right, $100. Higher than a 4. It's an ace. $300.
All of it lower, please.
Banking it all. Double up for $600. Lower than the ace. It's a 2.
Whoa.
All of it higher, please.
Bang it again to double up. Higher than a 2. It's a 7. Very nice. $1,200 there. Move that 7 up to the next row. Another $400 for you. You've got $1,600, and that's 7 now.
Once again, I had a 7. I'm changing with number 2.
All right, changing number 2 instead. Instead of the 7, you'll now find a 3. $1,600 and a 3.
Yeah. Let's go 1,500 higher.
Big bet on the 3. $1,500 higher than a 3. It's a jack. Sorry, that should be $3,100 what you have right now.
Let's go 3,000 lower.
All right, $3,000 lower than a jack. It's a 7. You've got $6,100.
100 higher.
Just 100?
Yeah, 100 higher.
Okay, $100. $100. There we go. Higher than a 7. It's another 7, all right? So you got $4,600. Sorry, you have $6,100. Excuse me, because I messed up the total. $6,100.
Yep.
We move that 7 up. Do you want to change it?
Yes, I do with number 3.
Change it with number 3. And instead of a 7, your big bet card is a 3. You got $6,100. You must bet $3,050.
Let's go 6,000 higher.
All right, for either $100 or a grand total of $12,100. Let's see. Math says there should be. There we go. That'll fix it if it's right. If this card is higher than a 3. That's it. You got it. Oh. Nicely done, sir. $12,100 added to your winnings there. Gives you a grand total now of $17,850. Well played. And a big payday there for Nels on that one. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
All right. And again, $17,850 is what Nels has. You'll be back with us next time here to defend your Card Sharks Championship once again. And again, I'd like to thank all of our regulars who were stopped by in our live stream audience here for watching. That's for Tony. That is for Mutzer. We got John in the building. Thank you guys so much. Kidder, good to see you again. It's been a long time. Appreciate each and every one of you guys out there watching the live stream and supporting here the channel. Remember, if you like this and want to see more Card Sharks action, check out maybe our first 2 taped seasons that we've done here on the channel by checking out the playlist here. Also, if you haven't subscribed and like game shows like this and want to see more of it, check us out by clicking that words, English, tongue-tied, can't right now. Clicking that subscribe button down below and ringing the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going on here at MVG Productions. But in the meantime, between time, until we join you back here once again for another round of Card Sharks, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you all next time right here on Card Sharks. Until then, be sure you take care of yourself, wash your face, wash your hands, wash your ass, and we will see you next time for more fun. Till then, so long, everybody.